Jones.
Final words of advice from Richie Davis. I've seen Barrie Jones fight 2 or 3 times, and he is an intriguing looking prospect. He's won 6 inside the distance of those 13 wins, and he certainly doesn't lack self-confidence. Southpaw, of course. Tall, rangy sort of fighter, isn't he? Giving weight away here. I noticed he was 6 pounds the lighter man.
Yeah, he's a very good fighter though. 6 pounds won't make so much of a difference in this fight, I don't think. I noticed that Barrie Jones has a Scotland badge on his shorts. Do you know what that is in connection with Jones?
Well, it certainly didn't sound terribly Scottish to me when I was speaking to him. He's very much a man of the valleys. I don't know, you have to ask him. Been boxing since he was 8 years old, incidentally. Loves the sport. And I said to him, what is it that attracts you about it? Why do you enjoy it so much? He said, well, it just keeps me out of trouble, doesn't it?
Well, that's a good statement to make.
He's fought a couple of times at the Millennium Stadium, incidentally, and he's fighting on that Calzaghe bill that I was telling you about at the Millennium Stadium. Huge arena. And he's already finding the target. The face of Morris reddening up a little bit.
Yeah, technically he's very good also. He's not just a big puncher, but he's very smart. He's got good balance, his technique's very good, and his timing's brilliant.
Still at the learning stage of his career, of course. A lot of talent in this division at the moment, Britain. Round about the light welter mark. Ross Minter watching here tonight. Just one of them. A couple more notable ones. One Mr. Richard Hatton of Manchester, and Junior Witter in action tonight at Doncaster.
I can't help but notice Barrie Jones has also got a Scottish tattoo on his leg.
Well, you're going to have to know more about this one, aren't you?
Yeah.
Quite definitely.
It could be his mum. Maybe his mum's Scottish.
Well, it's a piece of homework which I have not. I must confess, I hadn't got. I hadn't inspected him for tattoos before the fight began. Oh, good shot, good lead right hand. Richie Davis, incidentally, just telling him to clean the work up a bit, and a bit of untidy mauling in there as Morris tries to really turn it into a bit of a brawl. I suppose that's his best opportunity, though. The head's going in there. The referee, you heard him shouting, keep it out, keep it out. He's turning it into a bit of a mess, is Morris.
Yeah, Jones could really make this fight a lot easier for himself. He could keep it at a more long-range distance fight. He would get his jabs off and his punches off much better, but he seems to be roughing it up with the assassin.
Well, I think Barrie Jones did enough to take that opening round, though, Alex, even if it perhaps didn't quite as Richie Woodall would say, keep it long as he would have wished, actually working off the jab as effectively as he might have wanted.
Yeah, but he still won the round fairly easy, John. So.
Let's take a look at some of the head work which was going in, and the referee didn't like some of this. Now you see him bumping in with, oh dear, the head really came up then, didn't it? And Richie Davis, who for my money is one of the best referees in Britain, was right on the money with that one.
Yeah, bang on.
The assassin on the receiving end for most of the opening round. First round, I think, going to Barrie Jones.
Second out, round 2.
So we move into the second round here at the Grosvenor House Hotel in the West End of London on the big charity night, Deborah Boxing Night. Tell me that in the 3 years that event has been run by Sports Network, by Frank Warren's organisation, they will have raised well over £1 million through this boxing event, and that's a sign of sport really doing a very worthwhile charity a great deal of good.
Fantastic, and for a great cause as well.
Let him go. Come on, pair of you.
Jones really tall for a man of, well, if he gets down to the lightweight championship limit, for a 10-stone fighter, he's a big guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he really is. He's really tall, and he's not exactly skinny, you know. He's got quite a muscular frame, so I would imagine it will get tougher for him though as he gets older.
Still lives at home with his mum and dad. Dad, incidentally, is about 5'2".
There you go.
That's a good body shot. Nice right hand.
Yeah, he's switching it well now from head to body.
Yep. And Morris is not throwing back too much of his own.
Much better now from Jones.
Jones, the taller Welshman in the red shorts, and again an untidy maul, which doesn't this time need the intervention of Richie Davis.
Yeah, about 30 seconds ago, another nasty headbutt went in.
How difficult is it for a fighter when you've got a sort of a quiet atmosphere like this one?
It can be difficult. I mean, it depends what kind of fight it is, John, really. If it's a knockdown, drag-out affair, you wouldn't really be too interested who was there. But, you know, if you're going through the motions and it's the early part of your career, it can be quite demotivating to just, you know, go through the rounds with no noise.
Morris did get him with the right hand that time. And again, the head work going in. The referee's going to have to keep a close watch on that one. So far, no damage done to the face of Barrie Jones, but the head has been coming in there again.
Yeah.
Referee says, watch your head.
Morris is a really brave, rough guy, you know, and I think he's just trying to survive in there by any means.
Yeah. Be a bit of a rough customer on the cobbles.
You would imagine.
Closing seconds of the second round. I think another round for the Welshman. Pretty much toe-to-toe action. Would you agree? Do you give that one to Jones?
Oh yeah, most definitely. The cleaner punches, the better work rate. You know, just the classier boxer all round, you know, is Barrie Jones.
Comes from a really good amateur pedigree, good background. As I was saying earlier, he had 79 amateur fights, won 73 of them. Some of the, you know, you'd know about that as well. I mean, coming from that sort of schooling, it's got to serve you well, and you see him there switching shots really effectively.
There's no doubt about it. A really, really good amateur career stands you in great stead in the pros, you know.
There's the head going in. He's being told he's getting tired, is Jay Morris, but I'm not too sure about that. Jackie Bauer, an experienced figure in the corner, trying to raise his man's work rate. Can he do so? At the moment, it's going all, for me, pretty much the way of the Welshman, with the Scottish tattoo.
And the Scottish badge on his shorts.
Would it be fair to say you're fairly proud of your country?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
One of the larger cheers of the night here tonight, incidentally, came with the announcement of that rugby result from Paris, with Argentina beating France. There's a few rugger boys around here who quite like that as an upset.
Yeah, that was a real surprise. France are really fancied to
A
to
bit
win
of a
the
night
trophy.
of upsets as well, if you're just joining us, with John Simpson retaining his British title, the 7-2 underdog, doing a real number tonight, stopping Andy Morris in the 7th round. And here, bravely coming forward, is Jay Morris, trying to wing in the hooks and turn it into a real brawl. But there's not too many clean shots landing on the tall figure of Barrie Jones.
Not really, but it's turning out a really ragged affair now, John.
Yeah, it's not a pretty fight, is it?
No, I think Barrie Jones could have made this one look far better for himself, and he's getting some good shots off now.
It was a good hook, wasn't it, which just brought down the gloves, and he picked him off with 1 or 2 jabs.
Let him go, Jones.
I always felt sometimes that you wasted a lot of energy throwing a lot of headshots against, you know, tough journeyman professionals. You're better dropping a few downstairs, you know, you often sicken them much quicker.
Yeah, the one thing you can guarantee from these guys who have the bags will travel kind of situation is that they can always take the shots. And Jay Morris came into this one as a late substitute. Barrie Jones was originally in to afford another fighter. Jones now is getting on top.
Yeah, Morris is a very, very tough guy though.
Let him go.
Morris in the taller figure, the southpaw.
Oh, there we are.
Morris coming forward, no faulting the effort in there, but he's just a classier operator, is Barrie Jones. Is Morris starting to look a little bit dispirited now?
Yeah, I think he is, yeah. I'm just now starting to wonder, do you think that Barrie Jones has tried too hard for the knockout?
Maybe, and he's just settled back into his boxing a bit now, and he's looking better as he does so.
Yeah, most definitely. He's a really skillful boxer.
Caught him with a good left hand in the closing seconds of that round. And Morris looking a little bit battered and bruised and a tad disconsolate as he goes back to the corner there to have words of advice from Jackie Bauer. A little bit of bruising, no real damage around that left eye. And I think the referee saying it's going too much against you and you're taking a lot, and also keep your head out of the way. Well, the referee was having a really good word there. I don't know if you could catch any of what he was saying there, Alex.
No, I
There's
couldn't
Richie
hear
Davis. He went over to the corner, and I think he was maybe saying, you know, you've got to land a few punches of your own,
Yeah.
or else we're going to look to get you out of there.
Yeah, I think that was exactly what Richie was saying there.
Seconds out, round 4.
Well, Richie Davis is a very experienced referee, and he's having another word with Morris there. And I think he doesn't want to see him just walking forward and being a target and taking too many shots. And there are a lot coming in now from Jones. And since, as you say, Alex, since he's concentrated on spearing him with those long shots, he's been so much more effective. And there again, look how well he switched from body to head.
Yeah, exactly. There's no need for him to be in a rough, tough fight with this guy, you know?
Oh, down he goes.
There's the results.
Well, it would look more of a push than anything else to me, but he's being given the count. I don't think Jay Morris wants too much more of this. I thought for a moment he was going to take a knee there and just allow the count to finish, but I don't think that he's got too much left.
No, it's not looking like it. This may not last, but he's just landed a really good right hand.
No, that's the curse of the commentator, isn't it? You're just about to write a bloke off and he lands with 2 right hands now.
And another, you know, Jones really needs to concentrate on keeping his chin down when he's going for attacks. And, you know, he's a really talented boxer, but there's definitely a few little chinks in the armour there that he can tighten up on.
Yeah, you don't really want to be shopping those, even when you have had a man on the canvas.
Definitely not.
I think that's generally known as an air of desperation about some of the work of the man from the Isle of Wight now.
Yeah, but a desperate man is a dangerous man.
Yeah.
Let him go. Right outside.
In the 4th of 6. With the knockdown, that last round presumably would have been scored as a 10-8.
No, that was in this round, John.
Sorry, this round.
Yeah.
I'm losing it.
It's getting late, John.
Not kidding. All in a good cause, though.
Most definitely.
It's one of the really heartening nights of boxing, this one. It's getting untidy again here.
Right now is when Jones needs to keep it long, you know, just like so. And then you see the results. It's when he closes down his work. Yeah.
Ref's looking very closely. I think one big shot here would end it. Just when you say that, though, he's sort of He digs deep, doesn't he, Morris, and just finds that little bit more in the reserves.
Yeah, I think Jones has definitely got enough time to end this fight in this round, though.
This will go down as a 10-8. Been a mess of a fight, though. You've got to be honest about it when you can't make a silk purse
Yeah,
out of
it really
a sow's
has.
ear. It's not been a good one, this.
It's quite frustrating to watch, knowing that Barrie Jones has got so many tools. He could make this fight so easy for himself.
Fourth round over, and that would, as I say, or as I didn't say, as you rightly said, that's a 10-8 round then for Barrie Jones, and I think he might be pulling him out. I don't know. Referee having a look. I think they're saying he's got something on with his left ear, and the fight is all over. He's been pulled out by Jackie Bauer, the corner man, experienced man, and Barrie Jones is the winner after 4 rounds. Jay Morris has been retired by his corner, and Jones, the tall Welshman, wins his 14th professional fight. The unblemished record goes on. But if you were giving him marks out of 10, you wouldn't be giving him 10, would you?
No, I'd probably say 6.
Room for improvement. What do you think is the biggest thing that he needs to take from this, needs to learn?
I think that he really needs to use his advantages in height and reach, and I think he needs to keep the fights long, and he will make them easy for himself. You know, he also has to keep his chin down as well.
See again some of the action from that 4th round where the knockdowns came, and Barrie Jones talking happily in his corner now. And let's take a look again at this. Hadn't delivered too much of his own, and Morris, no, it was a cuffing shot. He almost, well, it was around the back of the ear somewhere.
Yeah, he clipped him. Good shot.
The right hook put him down. Take another look. There he goes down again.
Very good fighter, Barrie Jones, when he gets into his rhythm and keeps it nice and long, uses his natural advantage.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the 4th round, Jay Morris has had to retire due to a damaged ear. The winner from Wales, Barrie Jones.
So Barrie Jones, 22 years old, from Rhondda. He is victorious once more, and he should be pleased with what he's achieved. But as Alex Arthur says, Phil, 6 out of 10, still room for improvement.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes